Reform UK, Alex. Now, they have announced that they've taken over 10 councils, brand new controlling councils. From a standing start, they now control 10 major councils, which in itself is extremely phenomenal. But what they've said is all these town halls that they like to fly pride flags and stuff like that. Well, Reform UK said it will ban all of its town halls from flying any flags apart from the Union Jack, the St George's Cross, and other flags that represent local areas, county flags, that kind of thing. Now, the lefties, the Labour Party, said, but what about, that means they won't be able to fly Ukraine flags. Exactly. That means they won't be able to fly rainbow pride flags. Exactly. I think this is a great move. I'm sick of seeing these. You know, I've got nothing against Ukraine, but I don't see why all these, councils around the country fly a Ukraine flag. I'd rather see a British flag. They'd rather fly a foreign country's flag than their own country's. And as for pride rainbow flags, again, good for the pride movement, good for rainbow flags. Fly them anywhere you like. But why should they be on a council town hall? We should have a British flag there. Don't you think that Reform are on the right track here?
Kev, I'm so effing over flag politics. Like, get this flag nonsense out of my life. Same with Twitter emojis, rainbow lanyards, all of this nonsense symbolism. You know what flags were designed to do originally? Standards. They were there as you went into battle. You'd be on your horse with a ruddy great pole on your big flag saying, this is us, we're representing St George or the Duke of Northumberland or whatever, and everyone else would have their flag so you know who's on your side, and then you don't kill them. You go for the other people. It's supposed to represent where you're from, your country, your county, your region. Then what happened is the EU flag started to be everywhere. Their little bit of propaganda, oh, we've given you some money, so now you have to put our stupid little flag on your, public toilets or on your local council or on your museum. Then it became all the sort of gay pride rainbow flags. Oh, yeah, you come down to this museum and we're not going to throw stones at you because you happen to be a homosexual. Well, obviously you're not going to. Then it became the Ukraine flag. We must show solidarity with Ukraine. Yeah, I've got a great amount of sympathy for Ukraine. I really do. I'm an advocate for supporting Ukraine. But that doesn't mean the flag has to be outside the county council. That's mad. I would actually quite like to see our ancient flags brought back. Every county and every city in the United Kingdom has its own coat of arms. It has its own ancient flag. It'd be lovely to bring back that history and that heritage. Because I'll tell you what, Kev, when you drive around France or you drive around America, you're not seeing every other blimmin' flag that's ever been invented hung off the side of a building as some sort of woke appreciation society.
I don't know if you can see this picture, Alex, that's your name, isn't it? It was taken by a brilliant photographer on Saturday night. Me. No, I was just down in Regent Street and I looked down the street, that kind of corridor of those majestic buildings, and there, unusually, the entire street, the massive boulevard as it were, just adorned, bedecked with these Union Jacks. And it was pretty inspiring. It was a hell of a thing to see. And of course we saw this all over the country for VE Day. We're seeing it right now. And I think people woke up to the fact that we should have pride in our flag, and that's why I think Reform UK are on the right track here. People want to see the Union Jack. They like seeing the Union Jack.
Can't we keep this all year round other than Christmas lights, right? That would be a lovely thing when tourists come to Britain. People love seeing that. When I go to France and I see a building with the tricolour fluttering on the side, I take a photo of it. It's a nice thing to look at. It's actually, not just for us, the native population, but for people who are visiting the country. It's a beautiful photogenic moment. I mean, let's keep that year round, exchange it for Christmas lights during the festive period. Absolutely no to Ramadan lights. They can jog on. This is the only flag that matters. Look, my other half who's listening to me do this interview just bought me the little flag that used to be my EU Parliament desk.
Yeah, exactly right. But look, also it's a good flag. I like it. It's a very distinctive flag anyway, and it represents everything that we should be proud of.